we talked a little bit about this before, but with Anthony Davis, it seems like it's just not going to happen tomorrow. And then you've got this potentially uncomfortable stretch the rest of the season where he's just there, right?
Yeah, I don't know what they do with him. I mean, this whole idea of he's not going to play, we're going to sit him, that's much easier said than done. I mean, Adam Silver will have something to say about that. Plus, you can't. I think Anthony's going to want to play. Plus, you should play him. He's a player.
And if you've got Anthony Davis on your roster, presumably you're a playoff contender, and you should be trying to play your way into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, that ship has sailed.
Intellectually, I understand the idea about potentially setting him out to protect the asset value. Yeah. I think it's very complicated when you're running an organization relative to all of the other considerations you have to take into account that we from a distance don't have to worry about. We can talk about what makes the most sense in a binary way. But when you've got other players in that locker room who are giving you everything they have every day, to look a Drew Holiday in the eye who plays both sides of the court with equal fervor and tell him, yeah, you know what, you're not important enough for us to play Anthony with you, that's a tough conversation. I'm not saying you can't have it, and it happens all the time, but it's a very difficult conversation.
Right.
I think if a deal gets done by tomorrow, it's a team that we're not talking about.
Right.
It's a team a la Oklahoma City, a la Toronto, that has a package that we don't think they're willing to part with, but because it's Anthony Davis, they do. If it's tomorrow, I don't believe it will be the Lakers.
Can I say this? $81 million. That's what he's owed this year and the next 2 years. That was the commitment from the organization to him. Much bigger deal, but that's what's left.
Right.
He's still got $81 million guaranteed. And I'm reacting to the interview I saw from him where he's like, it's just my time. It's my time to leave. I'm owed this. You know, he made a contractual commitment, and there's some element of living up to it. Fine, you want to move, we'll try to move you. But if we can't move you, you show up for work and you do your job.
Right.
Because we're paying you $81 million guaranteed over the next
That's if they want him to do it.
And in the kid's defense, I think he will want to play.
Yeah.
I think he will want to live up to that part of the deal. And that's when this gets interesting, right? Because here's his injury history. If you're Dell Demps and the Pelicans and you know you're trading him in the offseason and you've dealt with this, he does lead the game in games left due to X-ray, right? You're going to be concerned. That's a natural thought process. I believe AD is going to want to play. That's when it gets interesting from a Pelicans standpoint.
Right.
If he didn't want to play, I think Dell's job is actually easier. It's a tougher conversation when he wants to play if you choose to sit him out.
And if you don't want him to play, do you want him around? Do you want him on the bench? I mean, he's been a good teammate throughout this, even after the demand became public. He's cheering for his teammates. He's clapping on the sidelines. He's being a positive influence to the degree that somebody in that position can be. But do you want him around for what's left of the season, 30 games?
Yes, yes, and yes, if he's there. I mean, I want him there.
But if he's not playing,
he's going to play him.
I'm going to play him.
I'd probably play him as well, but I understand the argument for potentially not playing him.
I get the argument. And if he played and got injured, I would never be one of the people, and there will be many who say Dell and the Pelicans made a mistake.
Right.
I get all of the things you have to take into account, but it is a very, very difficult situation for the Pelicans, and that's exactly why they put this demand on them when they did.
Yeah. Well, it's already a no-win situation for the Pelicans, right? I mean, there is no perfect outcome for them at this stage of the game. They're going to lose one of the elite players in the league, and more than likely not going to get exact equal value back.
Multiple young assets.